Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and this is our Ring of Honor show for the week. Sorry about that. Had a brain fart there for a moment. Let's go right into it. The first match is for the TV title. Now all three of these matches are from the internet pay-per-view War of the Worlds, which took place about a month ago. So they're kind of a little bit dated, especially for those of us that have watched the pay-per-view, and you'll understand more when we get to the main event. We had the first match, Jay Lethal versus Kushida. I thought it was a very good match, very good way to start the show. Jay Lethal, what can I say about this guy? He's probably the best American wrestler to never win a major championship, other than, TV titles and X Division titles. He should have been somebody's world champion, either Ring of Honor or TNA when he was there. But puts on a great match, very hard hitting, very fast pace, great way to open the show, gets us getting into the mood for what we're seeing. And I'll mention it at the end because I noticed a theme going through this as well. Next up, we had Watanabe and the Forever Hooligans, Rocky Romero and Alex Kozlov versus ACH, Matt Taven and Tommaso Ciampa. This match was amazing. This, if you actually watch the iPay-per-view, this was the opener for the iPay-per-view, and it did not disappoint. It set the table, had action all the way around. Surprisingly, Taven, Ciampa, and ACH worked together well, worked together better than I thought they would, to put on a great match with the Forever Hooligans and Watanabe. I thought it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Taven wins with his forward-facing DDT. I don't know what you would call it. What did he call it? But anyway, kind of set up the win with Taven as they were going into the pay-per-view against Jay Lethal, which we all know what happened if you watch the pay-per-view or you've read the spoilers. Taven lost to Lethal at the pay-per-view. So, like I said, it was a little bit weird, the placing and how they highlighted people on this. And the most so goes into the main event. Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks, where the Young Bucks are the World Tag Team Champions. Now, again, as we all know, if you watch the pay-per-view or if you read spoilers or if you follow Ring of Honor at all, you would know that Red Dragon is now the Tag Team Champions, thus spoiling their main event. All in all, though, a great tag team match, one of the best I've seen in years. Red Dragon and the Young Bucks did not disappoint at all. The Young Bucks have gone from being a spot monkey team to being one of the best tag teams in the world in a matter of just a few years, and I'm just amazed at how talented these kids are, and Red Dragon as well. They've only been a team for a little bit under 2 years, I believe, and they're in there hanging with teams like the Young Bucks and Bad Influence and showing that they belong. The one X factor in this match was UFC fighter Tom Lawler was in Red Dragon's corner. He got involved a few times. Not really too much involving the ending of the match, but he was out there and he did cause some disturbances. Altogether, a great tag team match, and if you haven't seen it, go to the Ring of Honor website. I believe this Thursday they'll put it up for anybody to watch that didn't catch it on syndication. But all in all, a great show altogether. The thing I wanted to point out that I talked about on the second match, if you notice, on all three matches that they highlighted, the Ring of Honor guys went over on the New Japan guys. I don't know if they did that on purpose but to me it makes sense on their television show for them to show they're better than New Japan by their guys winning. All in all, great show, three great matches. To me, it kind of had a rerun feel because I did watch the internet pay-per-view. So there was that took a little bit away from it in my personal opinion. But the three matches they chose were all amazing. I enjoyed it still, even though it was a second time watching it a little bit over a month. But all in all, another great Ring of Honor show. So we're going to go right into our ratings. Now, if you've seen the show before or if you haven't, we have a 1 to 5 scale. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. We're going to give this show a solid 5. What more can you ask for other than 3 great matches on the television show? There are some wrestling television shows that last 2 or 3 hours that you don't get 3 good matches out of the whole 3 hours or 2 hours. So 3 great matches in a 1 hour show is well worth the timing and the show itself. Thought it was great. Thought it was an awesome show. I just wish it would have been more up to date with what's actually going on in Ring of Honor right now. But basically that's all I have to say about that. My name is George Coles, and this has been another episode of Heel Heat.